Hey guys, I'm out here at my little flower house, so I'm just watering stuff. Obviously, I need to put that there for pretty purposes until something grows. I'm not sure what that is. This came up from last year. I think that's supposed to be spinach, tomatoes. Let's see. This is lavender, so it says it's lavender. I can't really guarantee that. Beans. I can say this time I really know these are beans. I have a video out there and I said beans, I think, because I couldn't figure out what it was. It's just to let you guys see what I do on the other part of my life when I'm not dealing with nonsense. You know, I'm trying to get some answers. I really am. I'm trying to get some answers from the Lord to tell me how to handle this situation. You know, I've been lied on. And it's not like, I mean, if it was just from, like, people I don't care about, I would be cool. But with the simple fact that, you know, some stuff happened in my family and my mother let it go down, you just got to separate yourself from people. Sometimes people just, you know, it's a hard lesson to learn because you never look at your family as people who would do stuff like this. But when it's brought to your attention and you sit back and you look at the sequence of events, and you see the things that were done, and you see people popping up pregnant, and you see a mother who laughs about it and don't care, that's when you stop giving a what. So I'm out here today seeking answers from the Lord, the Most High. I want him to give me all the answers. I have my answers. I know that I won't have nothing to do with them people again because they're lowlives. But aside from that, I just feel like they got a bunch of trouble their way, and I don't know if they tried to get me in it. I'm over here minding my business on my tarot channel. And that's what they got upset about. I guess, I don't know if something happened with their money. I believe it's more so that the story was coming out about what they were doing. I think what happened was, you know, the sister-in-law was over stealing stuff from the mental hospital down there. She works for the state. She got access to the records. I've never been in an institution or anything like that. But I know she has access to medical records. And I know my mother's a nurse. And they all got access to the medical records. I told y'all it's a girl named Jamie that worked down at the hospital. And they fired her behind and sent her to Baltimore because she went inside the medical records. So my mother, she told the judge, she says mean things about me. You could say I'm saying mean stuff about you, but is it a lie? When people do stuff, I don't understand why they get mad when somebody else says it out loud. You did it, right? Right, Janetta? So you can't get mad about that. Don't get upset. If you slept around, you did. You ain't teach your daughter nothing. And she tried to point that mess on me when I'm over here minding my business in a garden. So, sis, if you really think, I ain't going to say it again, you already know what you got coming. You're going to lift your head up in hell. That's what it says. When your eyes close on this earth, that's where they're going to open up at, in hell. There ain't nothing you could do now. It's too late. You had a lifetime of stealing babies or whatever you were doing. You was doing something. And them people got you. I know they got you because they contacted me about it. I'm like, what? It was 2 different instances where they contacted me about you. One of the calls they recorded, you said, Mona, your channel is mixed up with my church. I ain't got nothing to do with your doggone church. I don't even go to your church. You can't tell me Jesus saves because you're the devil. You know I don't go to that place. If I go to the church, it was to pick up something or to drop something off to you like you told me to. And I ain't done that in I don't know how long. My daddy is dead. I don't want nothing to do with you. You deserve all the hell you gonna get, sis. Like, all of it. No lie. I really can't see things ending well for you. I know for a fact things ain't gonna... One way or another, they ain't gonna end well for you. And you know it. But you still so intent on making sure your Kang, who ain't worked in 30 years, is taken care of. I'm telling you, black women, especially black women, them sons, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all, them guys... or kings or whatever they are, they will be your downfall. You gonna lift your eyes up in hell covering for them. That's all I'm saying. And you know it's true. You know it's true, Janetta. And see, but the thing is, I question whether or not she has shame. At one point, I believe she did have some shame. I don't think she's got, and I think the money just, I think she got desperate for money. You can't get desperate for money. You have to pray that the Lord will take care of you. That's the whole mark of the beast thing. You either take the mark of the beast, or you believe that the Lord is going to take care of you. I believe the Lord is going to take care of me. I'm not going outside prostituting. I ain't cheating nobody at the church. I'm not going to beg the public for money unless I absolutely need it. The last time I asked the public for some money, I said it was to get the court cases done. They wound up actually taking care of that for me. right? So that's the whole thing. When you always telling people you need money and you do anything for the money, that's when they know something is wrong. That's how you, when you are more fixated on money, that's how I know the devil got you. I don't want nothing to do with you. You have a demonic spirit that I don't want to be around. It's always been there. And now that I'm older, I mean, I always knew something was wrong with you. I always knew that. I'm very vocal about that. I always knew something was wrong. I don't know who gave you access to me. I don't know why they left these kids in the home with you. Something is wrong with you. But that backstory about how I got here and who the baby's daddy is, you ought to be shaming yourself. You running around preaching, telling folks to stay out the bed. At least that's what you told me. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. She would have 3 different conversations with us. The way I was brought up by her and my father is completely different than from the way they brought up my brother. They brought him up to be a criminal and I guess a child-loving piece of whatever he is. The other one, my mother never talked to her about sleeping around. So she's sleeping around. I always had a boyfriend. I've never made a sex tape. If anybody got me on a tape, it wasn't supposed to be. And you will be, there'll be something signed against your ass too. Because I don't do that. Right? So she's very aware of this. Yet she wanted to make sure she had these criminal children to come up against me. Because I don't know if she's jealous of me. I really think there's something with my father. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on with the father. I'm starting to think, I don't know if I'm somebody else's daughter and maybe he married her with me and I was so little I didn't know. And that's why she treated me like that. But when I tell you this woman tortured me, oh, honey, I'm signing whatever they got to sign. Whatever I got to sign, I'm signing it because you are not going to continue on like this. I don't know why you think you're exempt. I don't understand why you sitting over there puffed up, real haughty spirit. You always been haughty. You thought you was better than everybody else, but you failed to tell the part where you jumped on your sister's boyfriend, and that's how you got your husband. See, you got hoes like that out there, and that's exactly what you are, Janetta. And let me tell you, your daughter, she got the, y'all carrying the same legacy. She don't know who the father is, and nor do you. Testing different men. If you ever ask me who my baby daddy is, there's only one name. That's all it's supposed to be. Right? Technically, if you look at it biblically, you're supposed to be married. We all know that everybody doesn't follow that. And that's fine. Nobody's perfect. I don't judge people for that. But you got these same church niggas that's going to go around talking all of this crap. A whole bunch of crap they talking. All of this mess, knowing that they guilty of jumping on sister's boyfriends. Oh, yes, honey, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to sure tell it. I want everybody to know what you was hopping on from different this to this. Stealing babies. I don't know if I'm somebody else's. That paperwork ain't right. When I look at my birth certificate, it says both their names, but there ain't really too much more there. And she was working at the hospital at that time. I also went to a university where I'm a legacy. My mother, my sister, not my sister, my mother, my aunt, the Aunt Teresa, the one who's a demon, who follows me everywhere. She went so far as to get her hair the same as me. That's what I'm trying to say. This is a thing that people need to realize. This world is designed to make you feel inferior, like somebody else is better than you, right? And they don't want you to know. See, I'm a dark-skinned sister, and I'm supposed to be jealous of everybody. Anybody that knows me knows I don't hate. If you a bad chick, you a bad chick. I'm going to compliment the hair, the nails, the toes, the shoes, because I'm not a hater. So that stuff has never done anything for me. I mean, you can look at my resume of ex-friends. They all different colors. It's all about how we rock. It's about us communicating. I even have friends where we would just go to dinner. We want to talk. We would look at the boys, have our dinner. And when the night is over, we give a hug. We did not have no conversations. That's the way I prefer. I don't like doing that. So, you know, you got my sister, on the other hand. She overall at my mother's side with them people. My mother's side, them people ain't right. Something's wrong with them people. And you could tell, because they've been hiding. They hiding Michaela. I don't know how the state placed Michaela with Teresa. I don't know. I remember my cousin, whose daughter she is, crying. They took my baby to... And the thing is, y'all taking kids, but look who you giving them to. You giving them to demons. Teresa Copeland has been, you know, I'm not gonna recite certain things because I'm a person who, I'm not gonna put your business out there, right? Especially when it comes to things like HIPAA. I don't do stuff like that, never have. That's why I've always been able to bypass certain things at my job. It's literally like following the law. Don't look at nobody's medical records, nothing like that. But I will tell you this. That woman has a history of sickness. All right? And I don't know how the state gave this child to her. I don't get it. That just tells me the state to give anybody babies. Or them people's lying. Legacies over at the University of Bridgeport, Moonies, Russia. Yep. That's where my whole international crew came from, that school. I had my aunt. She said, "You sure you want to go over there? You're going to be selling flowers on the corner." I was like, what? I didn't sell no flowers on the corner. But I see what she was saying. I understand how she was making that. I get it. As far as I'm concerned, she dirty too. She was one of the ones that tried to guide me a little bit better than my mother. Every time me and my mother would argue, I would have to go over and lay on her couch for a few days. Because me and my mother did not like me. She would do anything. She would do anything. She would let my sister steal out my house. Never said nothing. That tells you right there that woman hates my guts. And I thank God I ain't got nothing to do with her. Thank you, God. But I'm going to sure call you out, sister. You shouldn't be tax exempt for what? You're stealing money. You stealing money and then you go sit down and I don't understand the story about you and my father. I'm convinced that something ain't right. So I need y'all, whoever's listening to this, especially the government, y'all need to be checking the medical records to see if I'm really hers, because I got a gut feeling she doctored up some paperwork. I told y'all before, she was dealing with some dude that didn't want her, so she got desperate and went and stole a baby, or she went and found my father. I don't know what she did. She's a Leo. My mother's a sneaky piece of crap. Now, I ain't saying all Leos are, but she's a garbage-ass Leo. Like, she's straight garbage. Doing all types of effery. That's why I don't mess with certain people. I don't, because, you know, I see there are certain signs that I'm just not attracted to. Like, when it comes to Geminis, you know, I would really have to talk to you a long time, because, you know, what I find with them is they'll sit there and, you know, that switching up. One day they this. I don't have time for that. So, I'm a Scorpio. I would never date another Gemini. I just wouldn't. Not that I see. I'm to the point now, I ain't going to ask you what your sign is. I'm going to just rock with you for a little while, right? I'm going to see if I like you, because I don't want to be prejudiced when it comes to stuff like that. But right off the bat, there's certain signs I wouldn't deal with, period. I just literally wouldn't. And that would definitely be Gemini. You know, I'm an example of that, just so you guys understand where these reservations come from. Across the street, he's a Gemini, you know, and he's the one on my channel. He said, "Oh, we all need a little bit more spirituality." I thought he was a good neighbor. I even went to that man's wedding. I thought he was a good neighbor. Come to find out, he must have been doing something with my sister every single time. Every single time. Your sister, where's your sister? He would make these gestures that were just disgusting. After a while, I was like, you're not playing. Like, what is going on? That man is like, he got to be 90. So I don't know. And any mother would tell their child, but you have to understand, my mother don't have good sense. All right, so she's okay with people hopping around because that's what she did. She found success in hopping on somebody else's husband, and so she thought. But like I said, the cycle of life is everything that we do comes out. It does. So I guess she thought that if she manipulated my life, manipulated the kid's life to sleep around, keep the money coming, she was going to close her eyes and she wouldn't have to face it. But you're going to face it. As long as you on this earth, and I am too, you're going to face it. I'm going to call you out every day. And when you go to jail, they're going to pull up these videos in addition to your newspaper article that comes out about you. And we'll put it together. And I ain't the liar here. I think I'm more than this. She told me, you and those tarot cards, you need to be minding your business. You and your prostitute church members need to be minding your business. Don't you tell me about pulling cards when you out prostituting. Sit down, Janetta. Sit down, Pastor Beasley. I want you to sit yourself down, ma'am. You need to have several seats. As many as your ass can fit in. That's what you need to do. Especially when you over collecting tax money, cheating the government, laundering money. Get out of here. I'm giving up all your secrets. And now we up to the university. Oh, I'm giving you up. I want them to know all your connections because you're dirty. Them people tried to kill you when you was over there. Something happened when my mother was in Russia. I don't know what happened. I think it might have been 2003 because I was about 2 years into where I was working. They called me at work and said that she got sick in Russia. My parents had traveled all over the world. I didn't know that they was traveling around and having fun hopping on people. I didn't know that. See, people never tell you what they're really doing. They wait for the law to tell you. In my case, I was advised by my job what was going on. I had no idea. Facts. So, that's what I'm on. I'm out here. I'm going to get my prayer in. I'll probably do a read while I'm out here, but I really came out here to just chill, pray, try and get this stuff off my mind. But they've done a lot of damage that they are going to pay for. That woman tried to have me in jail. She tried to, repackage them kids that she got over there to be upstanding citizens when really they're not. Trying to make the son over at the pulpit got baby claims. See, when I used to deal with the old ladies in the church when I was little, they would sit these people down. You do something like that, you're sat down. They don't do that no more. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And they came over here with this music, so. Anyway, yeah, guys, I'll make another video. I just wanted to have a little hangout session and show you guys a little bit about what I'm doing in the background. This right here. I got this from... I guess they have flowers for sale over at Dollar General. And they were running out. The lady was going to throw it away. I said, can I have that? That would be cute in my garden. So I'm actually getting everything ready for spring. Here's where my greenhouse got all burned up when people invaded my property. So I have to change these panels out. Yep. So really, that's what she did. My mother really did that to me. And she trying to get off our mental illness. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You'd be just fine if you stop popping them pills and being slumped over, ma'am. I had no idea. I couldn't figure out a bunch of stuff. Something with the CVS people. Yep. She said, can you go pick up your father's prescription? I got there. Somebody picked it up already. I said, well, who picked it up and why'd you make me waste gas? Come to find out, something with my brother. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't deal with them people. I will tell you this, though. The last time, right when this all started, my mother called me up. It was Saturday. She know I had Saturday service at a certain time. She said, I need something. I said, I'm not coming to you because I'm over here praying right now, and you know it. And so that's when when she realized I wasn't messing with her. Oh, geez. She sent the Q dogs after me. She sent my brother and his effery, the neighbors. She sent everybody. Because she felt like she could do that. But you already know it. You'll send everybody, but you a punk bitch. You always been one. And I don't give a fuck. I'll whoop your ass. And you know it. You already know it. Me and you always have beef. Me and you ain't never been good. People can testify to this. I've been sitting on Nip's couch, sleeping when me and you was beefing because you a piece of shit. And you know it. So dirty bitch, guess what? I don't give no whats what happens to you. You deserve all the jail you gonna get. You deserve all the itching and scratching I guess you been dealing with all along. Husband hopping. Yup, I want everybody to know, Janetta Beasley. Hopping from man to man. The whole family know that you hopped on top of somebody else's husband. Or boyfriend. Just like Erlene did with Ashan. Yes, honey. Yup, she another one that be stealing the mail. Yup, I'm coming for all you niggas. I sure am. You try and destroy my name, I'm going to destroy you. I'm giving up all your family secrets. I'm not your family. You made that clear. So I'm out here. I'm here for all the effery, Janetta. All of it. However you want it, sis. You got that. And if you want to scrap, you already know what it is. You're going to lose. I wouldn't even... Be honest with you, I wouldn't even do that to you. Because I already know what it is. I already know one punch and you knocked the fuck out. So I'm not going to do that to you. But I will take your walker away and make you crawl across the street to go get it. And you know you can't come in my house. I've already said that. I bought this house a long time ago. Long time ago. And even actually, here's a story. When I bought this house, I think I might have been here a week, and she had a U-Haul truck pull up here and move how you gonna move my sister in a house I bought? But I was like, no big deal. I'm new here. It's a pretty sizable place. But then she got here and she ain't paid the bill. So she thought that she was gonna run my life. I don't know what you thought. You ain't never ran. I don't know what's wrong with you. You thought by having, then you got Kathleen's daughter living next door. She driving slow by my house and looking. What kind of operation are you involved in? She's New Haven Police Department, married to a cop. The cop died. She another one I heard that hopped on top of the husband. All of them hoes from back in the day in New Haven, they was all the same way. They all from the Canal Street projects. They dirty bitches. That's what they are. It's all of them. I would stay away from them women. I wouldn't answer the phone from them women. If they even come up to you, it's because they doing something demonic. I'm telling you, that woman is a black magic practicing witch. And every time I pull cards on her, the magician card comes up reversed. That is black magic, and she's alive from hell. And honey, I'm going to expose you. I sure am. Ain't no love over here. You made it very clear where I stand, and I want you to know where you stand. I've always been an independent thinker. You've never liked that because I always questioned all your tactics. I question why you open up a church and be a lie. You're a liar. So they need to be taking them tax-exempt craps away from them people. You need to have 10 clean years of money before you go tax-exempt. Because I'm telling you, the stuff that they doing with this free money that y'all giving, you need to be suing these people for your tithes back. The minute a preacher comes out with some dirty baby claims, you know they're a false prophet. Could have been somebody that fell into a trap. But if you're in a leadership position, you should never be in traps like that. But yeah, Janetta, your chickens are coming home to roost, baby. And I know you ought to be shamed. You probably ain't. She over there scamming, trying to get away out of it. You over there scamming. You always been a scam artist. That's the way I look at it. Anybody get up on a pulpit, lying and carrying on. Something's wrong with you, sis. Really. Thank you, Lord. I know you ain't my mother. I know you. There ain't no way. You definitely Ebony and Twinkie's mother. They crooked just like you. They're pawning off, changing last names, trying to cover up what you did. Yo, sleeping around, hoe. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye.